For 4 reasons I'm not going through this machine. Would you like to hear them? The security officer looks amused. He's not the only one paying attention to the boy now. The passengers around him are all listening. "Oh, God," Bruce says under his breath. Eddie Adler slips his hand into his mother's, for the first time in at least a year. Watching his parents pack for this move from New York to Los Angeles, the grand upheaval, his father called it, gave him an upset stomach. He feels his insides grumble now and wonders if there's a bathroom nearby. He says, "We should have stayed with him." "He'll be okay," Jane says, as much to herself as to her son. Her husband's gaze is fixed on Jordan, but she can't bear to look. Instead, she focuses on the tactile pleasure of her child's hand in hers. She has missed this. So much could be solved, she thinks, if we simply held hands with each other more often. The officer puffs out his chest. "Hit me, kid." Jordan raises his fingers, ready to count. 1, I prefer to limit my exposure to radiation. 2, I don't believe this technology prevents terrorism. 3, I'm grossed out that the government wants to take pictures of my balls. And 4, he takes a breath. I think the pose the person is forced to take inside the machine, hands up like they're being mugged, is designed to make them feel powerless and degraded. The TSA agent is no longer smiling. He glances around. He's not sure if this boy is making a fool of him. Crispin Cox is in a wheelchair parked nearby, waiting for security to swab his chair for explosives. The old man has been stewing about this. Swab his wheelchair for explosives. If he had any spare breath in his lungs at all, he would refuse. Who do these idiots think they are? Who do they think he is? Isn't it bad enough that he has to sit in this chair and travel with a nurse? He growls, "Give the boy his goddamn pat down." The old man has been issuing demands for decades and is almost never disobeyed. The tenor of his voice breaks the agent's indecision like a black belt's hand through a board. He points Jordan toward another officer, who tells him to spread his legs and stick out his arms. His family watches in dismay as the man moves his hand roughly between the boy's legs. "How old are you?" the officer asks, when he pauses to readjust his rubber gloves. 15. He makes a sour face. "Hardly ever get kids doing this." "Who do you get?" "Hippies, mostly." He thinks for a moment. "Or people who used to be hippies." Jordan has to force his body to be still. The agent is feeling along the waistline of his jeans, and it tickles. "Maybe I'll be a hippie when I grow up." "I'm finished, 15, the man says. "Get out of here." Jordan is smiling when he rejoins his family. He takes his sneakers from his brother. "Let's get going," Jordan says. "We don't want to miss our flight." "We'll talk about that later," Bruce says. The 2 boys lead the way down the hall. There are windows in this corridor, and the skyscrapers of New York City are visible in the distance. Man-made mountains of steel and glass piercing a blue sky. Jane and Bruce can't help but locate the spot where the Twin Towers used to be, the same way the tongue finds the hole where a tooth was pulled. Their sons, who were both toddlers when the towers fell, accept the skyline as it is. "Eddie," Jordan says, and the 2 boys exchange a look. The brothers are able to read each other effortlessly. Their parents are often mystified to find that Jordan and Eddie have conducted an entire conversation and come to a decision without words. They've always operated as a unit and done everything together. In the last year, though, Jordan has been pulling away. The way he says his brother's name now means, "I'm still here." I'll always